Most people open their banking apps with one eye closed, terrified of the low numbers staring back at them. But there is a specific financial milestone where that fear evaporates, replaced by a quiet, steady sense of control. It is not becoming a millionaire. It is not even hitting six figures. The magic number is much smaller. The life-changing threshold is exactly $20,000. This is the escape velocity number for your financial life. Welcome to Pete Invests. Today we're breaking down why this specific amount changes the actual physics of your money. Meet Pete. Pete thinks wealth is linear. He believes if you save $1, you simply have $1. But money does not work like a ladder. It works like pushing a massive, heavy boulder up a hill. From 0 to 20,000, Pete is fighting gravity. Every step is exhausting, and the progress feels incredibly slow. This is the grind phase. You are working hard, sacrificing fun, yet the pile of money looks discouragingly small. Most people quit right here. They drop the boulder, it rolls back down, and they stay broke for decades. But at $20,000, Pete finally crests the top of the hill. Suddenly, the physics flip completely around. Now gravity is working for him. The boulder starts rolling down the other side, gathering its own massive momentum. This is where the math disconnects from the effort. The money starts growing faster than you can physically save it. But the first change isn't in your wallet. It happens entirely inside your brain. It is psychological warfare. When Pete has zero savings, his brain is trapped in survival mode. His bandwidth is consumed by immediate threats. You take the first job offer, ignoring red flags, just to pay rent. You cannot afford to have patience. Psychologists call this a bandwidth tax. You literally lose IQ points worrying about how to survive the next week. But crossing $20,000 deletes this tax. Your brain suddenly has quiet space to finally breathe and think. Research shows just $2,000 in savings increases happiness by 21%. It's a remarkably huge shift. Scale that to $20,000 and you move from wealth preservation into the actual game of wealth building. Now let's look at the math. This is where the compound interest engine finally starts roaring loudly for you. Let's say Pete saves $10,000 a month with 8% returns. The first 20 takes 19 long months. That's nearly 2 years of saying no to fun. It's a long, hard, and lonely grind. But the second $20,000, it only takes 17 months. You just bought yourself 2 months of freedom. Why? Because your first $20,000 is now an employee, working alongside you to earn even more money. By the time you reach $100,000, the acceleration becomes visibly shocking. The timeline shrinks drastically every year. At $400,000, your portfolio generates $20,000 every 5 months completely on its own power and speed. The same amount that took Pete 2 years of sweat now happens automatically while he sleeps soundly at night. You do not need a secret hedge fund. You just need the volume to make the percentages actually matter. 10% of $2,000 is a nice dinner. 10% of $20,000 is a fully paid vacation. But the math is secondary. The most valuable asset you built was actually the habit of discipline itself. To save $20,000, Pete had to fundamentally rewire his brain to delay gratification for months and years. He stopped buying things to impress people he dislikes. He proved he controls money, not the other way around. This is an identity shift. You are no longer a consumer. You are now a capital allocator and investor. Before $20,000, a broken laptop is a financial catastrophe. It ruins your entire month's mood and focus. After $20,000, a broken laptop is just an annoyance. You swipe the card and move on with life. When you're not terrified of emergencies, you start seeing opportunities that were invisible to your brain before. A friend needs a partner for a business. Before you walk away, now you can actually consider investing. The housing market dips. Before you just watch with envy, now you can actually deploy your capital effectively. Wealthy people say money goes to money. It means having cash allows you to buy even more cash flow. This shift bleeds into your career. This is what I call the power of having walking away money. When Pete lives paycheck to paycheck, he's a hostage. He cannot quit a toxic boss or environment. He cannot negotiate a raise because he's terrified of hearing no. His desperation is visible to everyone. But with $20,000 in the bank, Pete walks into the office with a different physical posture entirely. He negotiates hard because he knows he can survive 6 months without a paycheck. He has real leverage. Paradoxically, the less you need the job, the better you perform, and the more they will pay you. It's a positive feedback loop. Confidence brings money, money brings confidence. The cycle accelerates upward rapidly for you. But here's where most people ruin everything. They treat the milestone as a finish line, not a start. They hit 20,000 and immediately buy a new car to reward themselves for the hard work they did. Do not do this. This money is not a reward. It is your foundation. Don't crack it now. A $30,000 car is not just $30,000, it's $300,000 in lost future growth. Every dollar you spend on a depreciating asset is a soldier you killed before the battle even started. The person in the flashy new car is often stressed. The person in the used Honda is financially free. You must learn to calculate opportunity cost. What is the future value of this current purchase you want? When you think like this, you stop wanting the junk. You start wanting the freedom instead of the stuff. You realize that buying freedom is actually cheaper than buying status, and it lasts a lot longer too. The first 20,000 is the hardest money you will ever make. It's an uphill war of attrition. But once you cross it, the wind is finally at your back. The game becomes easier and fun. Let's recap the strategy. Step 1 is aggressive savings. Cut the fat from your budget until it hurts. Step 2 is the psychology. Stop looking at the bank account every day. Let it grow in silence. Step 3 is the reinvestment. Dividends must be reinvested or the compound math breaks down instantly for you. Step 4 is defense. Protect that $20,000 like it's a vital organ, because it essentially is. Step 5 is acceleration. Use your new confidence to increase your primary income at your daily job. Step 6 is repetition. Do it again. The second 20,000 is easier than the first, remember? Step 7 is patience. Wealth is boring. If you're excited, you're probably gambling, not investing. Start building that snowball today. Your future self is begging you to make the right choice right now. Pete Invests is about the long game. We don't sprint for speed, we sprint for the long vision. If you want to see exactly how Pete invests that money, click this video right here on the screen. Subscribe if you're ready to stop pushing the boulder and start letting it roll downhill for you. I'll see you in the next one. Keep building.